Hi, my name's Bill, and today's story is a true story about a woman that gave all she had to God. Why would she do such a thing? Well, we're going to find out in our story called The Widow's Mite. Now, a long time ago when Jesus was on this earth, he came to the temple with some of his friends. And when he got there, he sat down and watched as the people entered the temple. Now, right as you walked in, there was a big box. And this box was an offering box. And people would come in and put money in the container, and that money would be used to help share God with others. Well, Jesus was very interested in what he saw. So you see, the first person that came in had lots of money. He came strolling in, and when he saw the offering container, he looked as though he really didn't want to put any money in there. He'd rather keep it for himself, but lots of people were watching him. And so he thought, I guess I better put something in. And so he reached into his money bag and he pulled out lots of money and he put it into the box and made sure everybody saw that he was putting money into the container. Then he walked in and sat down. Not too long after that, another man came into the temple. He too had lots of money, and just as the first man, he really didn't want to put his money into an offering container, but since everybody was watching him, he made a big show about it, and he reached into his money bag and he put his money into the container, and then he walked in and sat down. Well, then came a very poor woman. This woman was very quiet. She came in with her very small bag. In that bag, she only had 2 small coins. They were called mites. And she saw the box, and she smiled. She quietly walked over to the box, reached into her coin bag, and dropped in the last 2 coins that she had. And then she walked in and sat down. Well, Jesus' helper said to Jesus, "Hey, that lady sure didn't put very much money into the offering container, did she?" And Jesus smiled and said, "You know, that woman put in more than all the people that came today." And the helper said, "What? What do you mean? We saw the same thing. That woman just put in a little bit of money, whereas everybody else put in lots of money." And Jesus said, "Yes, but did you notice that the other people that came in had lots of money to begin with? And they didn't put money in because they wanted to. They put money in because they wanted to show off. They wanted their friends to see how much money they had and what a good person they were at putting in so much money. But this woman, she gave from her heart. You see, she smiled because she knew that even though she could only give a little, it was all that she had, and that money would be given to help other people learn about God. You see, after she gave that money, she had no money left. But she smiled because it was God's money, and she had the opportunity to give it to him. You know, the woman in our story today gave from the heart. She didn't give because she felt she had to. She didn't put the last coins in that offering container because people were watching her and she was afraid of what they might think of her if she didn't. No, she gave because she knew that those coins would be used to help other people learn about God. And that's the way Jesus wants you and I to give too. Now, giving of our money is one way that we can give to God, but there's other ways too. We can give our time to God. We do that by doing things like going to Sunday school each week, or spending time with Him each day in prayer, or reading our Bible. And we can also share our talents with God. Did you know that God has given each of us things that we can do really, really well? Those are called talents. Your talent might be in art. You might be really good at making signs and posters for church events. Or maybe your talent is music, and you love to sing, and you can use your voice to help sing songs that help other people learn about God. Think about the ways that you can give to God, and make sure that you're doing it from the heart. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but I'll see you again real soon with another Bible story. Until then, bye-bye.